Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Antoinette here. I wanted to do a little video based on some digital journaling that I've been attempting to have a go at. This was inspired by the lovely Rachele at Amethyst Ascension, who created a decan walk digital journal, not digital journey, but a digital journal for journeying through your decans. Now, I have a Samsung S8 Plus. I have no idea if any of that makes any sense to any of you, but there you go. I don't have an iPad, so Samsung S8 Plus. Here we are with my Samsung. So I want to talk about this wonderful journal that Rachele has created and that I've been playing with. Before I get to that bit, let me just talk about apps on here. Now, originally I had Zodo, which is recommended for using PDF files and things. So this was great until it deleted my journal, which I don't know what to say, but it absolutely horrified me. It opens up photos okay. Processed files, Zodo Drive on my device, Zodo Drive. No, okay. So we'll just ignore all that because I've already lost, I think, the other journal that was on here. What's that? So I did download a journal that cost like £2 from Etsy just to see what was going on, but this isn't the sort of journal that I would use. So Zodo works with this type of journal, but it doesn't work with what I was doing, or it certainly hasn't saved what I was doing and what I wanted for my lovely digital journal for my decan walk. So Zodo also has a charge. It has a yearly charge of something like £156 a year just for the privilege of using it, and then it works like an Apple iPad from what I could gather. But because I don't have that, I don't have any of those features, therefore I don't rate it. Simple as that. So that's Zodo. Mind Notes, this was another one that was recommended for using for journaling, so I did open it up. I did give it a go, but you can't import journals into here to use. So because I was so convinced this one was going to do what I needed it to do, I did pay for the yearly, or for the full subscription. There was like a charge for a month, a charge for the year, and a charge for lifetime or something. There's like £5 between each one. So I paid for the lifetime subscription because this came so highly recommended as a note thing. I don't know. I haven't worked out how to use this. What it did give me by doing that was it gave me access to these pretty pages, which it's not going to show me either now. So I had that one. Keep notes didn't work in there. Where else do we have it? So here, I'm not sure what happened, much the same as Zodo. So you can see I have two Decanic journeys in here. And these, I don't think both of them work properly. So one's like a copy and therefore doesn't work, and the other one does work. So the hyperlinks work on this, but it wasn't saving my stuff, and I can't tell you why. I was kind of having problems saving what I wanted to save in here, so that didn't quite work. And then did I open that one? And then I had this one where we were attempting to put stuff on, so you see I've just like a few things, and then some other stuff didn't quite come across either, so I found it really frustrating. But what I did do with this one was I practiced duplicating the pages. So I have duplicates of all the pages in this one. And today my hyperlinks are working. Earlier on, they weren't working at all. And what I was doing was when I was in there, and if I wanted to say edit a page or something, or if I put something on the page and I didn't want it, and then I pressed delete, the whole journal deleted. And I was finding it really frustrating. So I don't use that one. And then in here, again, I did have the journal in here and it vanished. So I've given up there. Those were the bad bits. Now for the good bits. I found Noteshelf, which actually Rachele did recommend that I could try Noteshelf as well. So I got Noteshelf from the Play Store, downloaded it. It's free. Managed to use I watched a YouTube video on how to import this into here, and I can't remember how I did it now, but so I've imported her journal in, and I have started to add information to it. So I've put on the bottom here, journal created by Amethyst Ascension, because she did. And then I put here, Exploring the Decans, my journey. And this bit is how the journal came from Rachele. Now, she's given us decan wheel, dignities, extra pages, and then everything is linked. All the astrologicals are linked to decan 1, 2, 3. So I can go anywhere on here. It's hyperlinked. So Aquarius takes me to the first Aquarius page. I have the star sign for the Aquarius there. I've already added the house, which is the 11th house for Aquarius. I've added the 11th house. Then we have Aquarius 1, Aquarius 2, and Aquarius 3. And it then moves into Pisces. Now, if I want to go back, I just click here on this little astellation, and it takes me right back to where I need to be. So we have extra pages, and they are 2 blank pages, 1 and 2. So you can duplicate the blank pages to wherever you want, and then you can move them within the journal to insert them into where you want them, which is really cool. And they've also got that hyperlink on them. So you can just use the hyperlinks to get back and forwards. Otherwise, you might not be able to move back and forwards if you just copy and paste, I think is the idea. And then we can go into the decan wheel. So decan wheel, I have created multiple pages of decan wheel, which you'll see now. And I have put in, so because I'm getting this from the internet, I'm not sharing it as intellectual property. I'm just sharing it as my personal information now. And therefore you can use what you want in your own journals. So I have this one, which has the Wheel of the Year on it, which is really nice. And I also like the fact that it gives us a bit of information about the sign that we're in. So we're currently in Taurus. So we are currently working in the 2nd astrological house in Taurus, which is a fixed earth sign. We have the 5, the 6, the 7, and we have the Hierophant, the Empress, and is that the King of Queens there, I think. So we've got some cards as we're going around. So you've got your related cards. Where are we? About there. Then I have this one, and I don't know where this one came from, so I can't give any credit for this one, but it is beautiful, and I liked this one. I put it in, although it's a kind of repeat, I've put it in because it's a different colour version. So I liked the fact that all of the signs, or the decans, astrological signs, are colour-coded. So we have like really earthy tones for the moment that we're in the fixed earth sign of Taurus. Got mutable signs. And they also change slightly in colour as well, which I thought was really cool. So we've got Gemini mutable air, so we've got the light lemons. And as we come round to the next air sign, which is going to be Libra, which is the cardinal air sign, it's a different shade. And then when we come round to Aquarius, again, it's a different shade. So although they are within the kind of yellows, this person feels like a very earthy person that made this. But yeah. This one I've put in the wrong place. I've put it under decan wheel, but it's not really a decan wheel. It needs to move on to my dignity, so I will probably move that. And then I had this one, which I use the most. So, of course, we're in Taurus right now. We're in the 2nd decan, so we know that we're here. We know it's 6 of discs. We've got the symbols there. We are under Prince of Discs with the Princess of Discs and the Ace of Discs. So we are in a full disc scenario right now in these previous 2 decans that we've had. And when we move into the next decan around the 11th of May, we move into the Knight of Swords as our court card. And then we have our Page and Ace of Discs as our kind of ruling suits for the Pentacles. And that goes right around until we hit Cancer. So I like this one for that, which is why it's here. And of course, there's no limit to how many of these you can have. You can have as many as you want. So I have my astrological houses chart, which I've popped into a dignities chart. Here we have the planets. So Mars rules Aries. The traits: drive, aggression, competitiveness, and motivation. So that's why that one's in there, I think. And then I've just left a little gap there where I might put some more bits and bobs or text as well. Here I have my Wheel of the Year, my birth chart, sorry. And then we have Dignities chart. So this is just lots of different things that I've pulled in off the internet. Looks like it's all one, but it's not. They're just all white backgrounds that have kind of just been pieced together. And this one sits over, I think, 2 little glyphs. This one covers, but I love this because it's got food on it. Who doesn't like a bit of food? And then this one, like, I don't know what I call this, a septogram. So I just love following that motion. It's so calming. It's a bit like doing spirograph. If you remember the spirographs, where you go around in circles and it'll create these shapes for you, geometric shapes. And just another form again there of the wheel, but we've got the planets in place for the 7 days of the week. I think this is called the Chaldean. That's what it says. Chaldean or descending order, so it's with 7. There are obviously more planets than that, and I think that's got a different name to it. And I think that probably comes under a different study. It doesn't come under the decans, which we are doing for tarot. I think that might come under like a different form of study. Here we have some more dignities charts, so giving us our elements and how they link in to the elements. And I've got some blanks that I've copied in. And then we move into Aries 1, or Aries. So for Aries, I've put in the house, so house 1. I've put in the archangel that relates to this. And then Aries 1 itself, these are the cards that I've put out in a spread to go with Aries 1. You can see that you can make text boxes on here. And you can sort of change the shape a little bit, which will change how. So I could drop in a text box that goes like that, and I could type all the way down there. And I have put text on there so you can see, just to, oh, sorry. I haven't quite worked out this bit, the moving of everything around without me wanting it to go there. Yeah, so there's a few things I still need to figure out, but there you go, look, it's moved again without me wanting it to. So you can create text boxes to add text. You can change the fonts and the colours, but they are limited. You can colour the background to make it pop, as I've done here, to make it yellow, and you can add emojis, which I thought was a real bonus. So because it's not, as I've said, it's not an iPad, the limitations are exactly that. So I'm limited to what I can or can't do with regards to text, but I can at least add text and I can make it jump out if I want to do so. And then this is the spread that I did originally in one of my Exploring the Decan's Journey. Those were all the cards that I was kind of playing with and dropped out and had a look at. So I haven't done anything with that yet, but I will do. And then Marlena Therese has very kindly created spreads, and she puts them up on her community page, and she also puts them in the Facebook group at Boho Tarot. So I just pop over there, I grab them, and then I've just been putting them in here. So this is my scrapbook for the Decan's Journey. So you can make things bigger and smaller, bigger or smaller on the page as you want. There are no limits. I can cross over that, and it will still work for me underneath everything. Where are we? So we're there. But because you can make the screen bigger and smaller, you don't really need to you don't really need to be too particular. So I can that still works. My hyperlink still works, and there's a little bit of text on there to tell us this is how we do it. So I have been really enjoying messing around with this. I mean, obviously losing a couple of these hasn't helped my stress levels, but from a perspective of playing and having a scrapbook, a digital scrapbook to put things down in, I'm really enjoying doing this. So let's just show you. So let's add a dignities page, shall we? So if we go over here and then we press edit, and then I've got to find what I want to go to. So I want to add one of these. So I'm going to tap there, and I'm going to duplicate, insert page below, and it goes below. And then I'm going to say done, and I'm going to close that one. We're into dignities, so I should have a couple of dignities charts up here. There we go. So I already had a couple of spares there, so we have some more dignities. Now then, what do I want? I want to take this one. So we can cut that image from the decan wheel because I don't need it up there. And then we can pop it into dignities. So we paste, and there it is. And again, I have the option to make that as big or as small as I want to do. I can play with it. Center it up. There we go. And my little symbol behind still works, even though I've covered it up. Now you can add text, as I've said, and that's done simply by pressing a text box. So I think we do this. I think. Text. No. Okay. There is a way of doing this. I want to add audio. Oh yeah, you can add audio to this, by the way. You can add recording. So I could actually add a voice clip onto here. Should we have a go? This has been a life-changing experience. Oh. This has been a life-changing experience. No. No, hang on a minute. Okay. Back. This has been a life-changing experience. Okay. Okay, that's quite cool. Can I move it though? Yes, I can. Look at that. Oh, so I could put a voice clip explaining. Oh, okay. Love it. So I could just put voice clips all over this explaining what I'm looking at without having to type anything. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay. If I take that off, that one stays there, does it? This has been... It does. How do I delete that then? This has been a life-changing experience. Pause, yeah. And then what do we do? Need to work out how you delete that thing. Well, it's something for me to play with. More for me to play with. I'll take that off and then I can move it, can I? Interesting. Okay. So can I re-record over that? This will allow me to continue recording from where I left off. This has been a life-changing... I hope you're not bored. This will allow me to continue recording from where I left off. Okay. Genuinely don't know what to do with this thing here now, but hey. I can just put something over the top of that if I need to. That's really cool. Love it. Okay. What was I actually showing you? I think I was going to see about how we put text in or something. Pages. Page from template, page from photo, page from camera, scan document. So you can import documents, scan documents onto this page. Images, obviously I get from my thing. I can also take a photo while I'm doing this. So should we have a go at doing that while we got you all as a captive audience? So this is what I'm quite curious to do, is I want to take a picture of my page because oh no, oops, start again. Because I do write in my journal. So I thought what I'm going to be able to do now is get my rough notes down in my journal. And press OK. So I get my rough notes in my journal. I'm going to edit that thing. How do I get this to move? Okay, so I can't do that, can I? Well, there we go. That's probably my biggest pain in the arse, is the fact that that thing sticks. But all these little notes that I'm doing, I can keep. I don't actually want it on that page, so I'm going to cut it. I'm going to pop it over here in Dignities. Paste. Oh, it's turned it around again for me. Thank you so much. There we go. Okay, so anyway, anyone who's not sure about whether or not they wanted to try out a journal, this is, as I say, this is my scrapbook. I am just going to keep scrapbooking and adding my bits and pieces in here, expanding the dignities and charts and things as I feel fit, as I see and need and feel fit to do. Loving this bit here. But if you have been wondering how to do this with a Samsung because you don't have an iPad, I kind of hope this helps you out, because I really am not the best person at stuff, and I'm having a go, right? And it's working. So yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying having a go at this, and the fact that Rachele's done the hard work, created the hyperlinks, made it backwards and forwards, created multiple pages, and given spare pages if you need them. I think it's just, yeah, like hats off to her. Job very well done. Very well done. Text. I can't work out how to do that right now. Do you know, it was so easy a minute ago. What's that one? I thought I just literally drew a box onto here and away I went. I don't think it's paste. Is it paste? Just pastes again. Yeah, okay. I'll need to work that out. Sorry guys, but take care. I will see you in the next one, and please pop over, follow the link below, pop across to Rachele's page and give this a go if you want to. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.